This is not a drill.
Repeat, this is not a drill.
Is that all you got?
Let's begin now.
What
Shall we begin? Let's begin now.
This Infantry Outdoors live stream was brought to you in part by Water Purification Products, providing the complete package for all your purifying needs, including sales, installation, and services. They're fully licensed and insured. Visit them at waterpurificationproducts.com or call 954-979-5066 for pure water at your fingertips. And Mayhem Studios for all your multimedia needs. Don't give your business or organization a professional look to include videos and logos. Contact them at mayhemstudios@yahoo.com or call 479-322-0700. Add a little mayhem to your media in association with ZW Designs. Need a website or app for your business? ZW Design has you covered. They'll get you looking professional in no time at affordable rates. Visit them at zwdesigns-agency.com or call 970-759-2739.
My name is DJ Infantry, and I am legally blind. My passion for the outdoors has taken me to some amazing places, and I have done some incredible things, all with one mission in mind, to inspire you to get outdoors.
Pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh. I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
Welcome to Infantry Outdoors.
Hello, everybody. Well, I gotta turn that down a
A little bit that way. There we go. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Infantry Outdoors and This Week Outdoors. Hope that wherever you are around the world, you are having a truly amazing day. And then I'm so glad to have you with me here on this Friday night. Remember that we are live every Friday night from 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time until, well, we feel like it, basically. Each week we touch on a different topic that's going on, and we basically just talk about, you know, my week, your week, watch some YouTube videos throughout the week, and just, you know, have a good time. That's what it's all about. And that's what it's supposed to be all about. Remember to please do me that solid and hit that thumbs up if you're enjoying the content. And if you are new and not subscribed, which over 80-something% of you aren't, hey, subscribe. It would mean a lot to us, right? So with that said, how's everybody doing? It's time to chime in on the chat. Let me know who's here. Let me know what's going on with you and how your week was so I can say hi to you. But yeah, man, I hope you guys all had a great week. It's a rainy night here where I am, and we're just going to make the best of it. But it was a good week nonetheless. I hope you guys checked out Trapping Tuesdays. We got that back into action. So check that out on Tuesdays. And Big Matt's in the house. What's up, Big Matt? I was in Big Matt's stream earlier. Had a good time. And it's funny because you see these headphones, Matt? These are wireless, right? When you guys were talking, I was in the kitchen helping the kids, and I heard infantry. I know you're listening, so this was going on. I'm like, that's why I got the head. I actually wear them like this when I'm walking around the house, and I can still hear and everything else. But yeah, so I was listening. If you guys are new and don't know Big Matt, go check him out. Amazing person. Hey Matt, listen. With what's going on, you and the mods, please be attentive tonight. I would appreciate that. You know what I'm talking about. So moderators, as you come in, please chime in because you have work to do tonight. Need you to keep the chat safe. Not in a bad way, nothing bad, just stupidity at its finest. But nonetheless, we're here. It's Friday night, and it's been a busy week. Like I said, if you guys didn't check out Trapping Tuesdays, go check it out. It's been a busy week on the trap line. We did get a big male raccoon this week, so I furred him out. He's over $1 in the freezer. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. But yeah, tonight's really just going to be a hangout. You know, I don't really have much to tell you because I really didn't do a whole hell of a lot this week. Worked with the dog a lot. Check the traps every day. But yeah, that's basically been it. I really haven't even been watching YouTube videos. I was actually watching Penn and Teller Fool Us right before I started the program. I love magic, man. I'm a big magic guy. Anybody else like magic? I know I ain't the only one. So comment down below if you like magic. I like magic. I like make a magic. So matter of fact, let's drop a stinky linky. And if anybody wants to hang out tonight, then that's what's up. Because I don't really have jack to talk about. I mean, there's a lot going on, but I'm not going to really address it here. You know? That's why I say moderators, please do me the solid and make sure you're paying attention tonight. But other than that, ain't really much going on. Just chillaxing, hanging out, doing homework with the kids. Now, I do have something coming up on the 4th of March. We are supposed to be down at the Ocala Strawberry Festival. So if you're in the Ocala area, you're going to the Strawberry Festival, look for me, the family, and Mika. So we'll have Mika out with us as well. Tactical Mayhem. What's going on, Lefty? Thank you for all your help, bro. Mayhem, I was just saying that mods just be aware tonight. If you could, please. And thank you. But the linkies, stinky linkies up there if anybody wants to come hang out. Boom, boom, boom. Tell you what, dude, for YouTube music, this one right here is pretty good, man. Got some good guitar in it. Well, listen, it's YouTube. You never know. That's what I'm saying. Y'all just be be attentive tonight, please. And if they do come, let them come. Let them speak. Let them. We did our due diligence. I've done my due diligence. And in a way, they kind of did me a favor by deleting the thread because now I don't have to address the issue. So it's a win-win for me, because I'd have been happy to address it with all of the research and things I found on top of the things my community has brought to the attention of them. But, when you tell Karen, no, you can't have your way, we all know what Karen is about. So thanks to everybody in the community over the last 24 hours that has come not my aid, but just basically confirmed everything I already knew, but we'll get into that another time, or maybe we'll get into it tonight. We'll see how I feel. Mayhem had it covered. Yeah, no, you did, dude. You really did. And here's the thing. It wasn't just, it was a collective of you and the other people that I mentioned to you, which I have more to tell you, which is freaking crazy, Mayhem. Ugh. Not from this, but to go along with all of this, I have more to tell you, which I'll tell you later. Anyways, the combined efforts of everybody, because as many of you know, when people attack or bring something rudely, wrongly to my attention, I'm still going to address your issue. All right. You can be a jerk, but if you bring up a highlighted point, I'm going to remain journalistically neutral as best as I can so that I can present my audience with the right answers, not my feelings on the matter. And everyone, Mayhem, Bill Watts from Vet Info, several other channels, all stepped in, all did their part, all helped me out. Believe me, my next few phone calls are going to be to the lawyers and just to crispify things on the barbecue grill. But it's all good though. Terry, ever listen to Frank Zappa? I know who Frank Zappa is. Rainbow River. What court, dude? Is that where'd you catch that fish at? Rainbow River. 82, 20, 30. Those are coordinates. 80.2336. What is that? Like the square root of my IQ? I don't know. But we got somebody. Let's see. We got. BC's beer review. Hey, I don't see you. So you got to fix your camera. When I see your camera, I'll know that you're good because I can't see you. So hopefully you there it goes. All right. And we got somebody else coming in. BC, give me a thumbs up when you're 5x5, buddy. And then we also got Big Matt's coming up. All right. BC, you good? Let me see a thumbs up if you're good. All right. Sweet. Big Matt, I know you're good because we've done this before. So let's go. Clink. What up, BC?
Hey, what's up, DJ? You all right, DJ?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Let's get Big Matt up. What's up, Big Matt?
What's going on?
There we go. I at least can hear you, so we're good. But yeah, man, it's been an interesting week. Matt, I also want to thank you as well. You're one of the other creators that I reached out to through this little chaos. But again, I think the favor was done by the thread being deleted. So, look at gift horse in the mouth.
Yeah.
BC, what you drinking tonight, brother? What you got over there?
I know you got something in the cup.
Centennial Hops or Centennial IPA.
Oh, that looks different.
That looks interesting.
I'm telling you, right? Matt, what's the most interesting beer you've had that you can think of? Like, are you a beer?
Orange, the orange slice.
You're saying oranges, so I'm thinking of Blue Moon.
Yeah, I think they are blonde.
Yeah, I think that's Blue Moon with the orange slices. I think that's the one. My wife would know more. Me, I'm just a straight up beer drinker, man. I like the Bud Light, stuff like that. I was a Bud Light drinker for years. That's all I drink. Or Coors Light, Miller Light, things like that. I started hanging out with BC Matt, and I'm drinking beers like this dark ale and this Pilsner and then this one and that one. I'm like, whoa. And I still have a bunch of them because I didn't like them, to be honest. Beer is you got to find your right beer, They all taste different. But there were some that were really good, like the Oktoberfest that we had and the pumpkin one that we had was really good. So there's a lot of good ones, but there's also equally, I don't care for certain ones,
Yeah.
Joe's Garage, an all-time classic. And they ended up deleting it. So that's what I was saying, Mayhem. They ended up deleting it. So I don't even have to really worry about addressing it at this point. But
I think they went and started doing a little research on their own and to be this caring.
Well, I'm wondering, like, seriously, as a human being, that if you present me with something that you believe is true, you present someone, it doesn't have to be me. Okay. And you post on there, hey, I believe what you're doing is not only wrong, it's illegal. And here's why. Here is the exact reasoning why. Go look it up. That's what they put. So me, I didn't respond but once through this whole thing. Okay. I did not respond but once. I sat back and I just read. And as I read, I did homework. And the thing with infantry that y'all don't know is, again, I've been doing radio and TV for over 20 years, over half my life. I've been doing radio and
You got to
TV.
do homework.
Yes. And if you, as a journalist, you have to do your homework. So not only am I looking at that aspect, I'm also looking at it as a person of disability with a service dog that I've had trained for over 20 years, several of them. And now you're telling me something that I'm doing is illegal. So not only are you telling me it's illegal, you're going to quote the law and where I can find it and tell me to go look for it. Now, as I'm doing my homework and I'm reaching out to my friends in the DOJ and my friends in the current and past U.S. military and my friends that are current and active service dog trainers and workers and ADA workers, my friends at the ADA. So as I'm doing my homework, other people in our community, of course, are doing their due diligence. Hey, what you're telling him isn't correct. Matter of fact, here's the law you stated for him to go look, and it's copy pasted the law off of the DOJ website. Now, the person is not only getting the article wrong, they're misinterpreting the article wrong. And I understand that when you read a law, it's not easy to interpret what it means. That's why lawyers go to school. But in this case, a blind man like myself could simply read off of the Department of Justice website and off of the American with Disabilities Act website and find the information. And in fact, what I'm doing is not illegal because what I'm doing is training an animal to have multiple duties and tasks. I am not taking a one-tasked animal, I'm briefly touching on this, but a one-task trained animal and making it a service animal. That cannot be done unless the task is fulfilling the disability. So doing all of my homework, and thank you to everyone that's done theirs, I'm not in the wrong. No matter how you want to cut it with a slice of butter, I am not in the wrong. I don't feel bad for what I'm doing. And I'll say this for anybody in this chat who carries a concealed firearm, what I'm doing with my animal is no different than that concealed weapon you have in your pocket, in your side, in your boot, in your wherever you carry it. It's there should you need to say, get them. And that's all I'm going to say. That's it. You know, I hope everybody. I wish they would have left that thread up there because honestly, my mods all called me, dude. Let's pull it down, let's block it. But at the end of the day, what they were intending to do, they always say the road to hell has good intentions, right? Well, their intentions were good. They just screwed up the way they went about it. They intended on informing me on something, and I did something I do appreciate when listeners point things out or call bullshit on me. I will listen to you. I do listen to you. But when you start insulting people, when you start being so adamant and stuck in your way that when you tell me, open this book, go to page 4 and read what it says, and I read to you exactly what it says, and you don't like what it says because you didn't understand it right, well, I'm not the one with the problem. I'm really not. Like, these people were rude. They were accusing people of being people they weren't. There was one person on there. I don't even know who the person is. LePage. Whoever LePage is, I apologize for you on behalf of my channel because they were being accused of being a California dog breeder that somebody was shut down to be. And that wasn't even who that person was. As far as I know, I don't know who LePage is. So this person that stepped in to say, infantry, you're not doing anything wrong, and the law says this, was basically slandered by this person or these two people, as we can gather it. And then you got Mayhem. Mayhem steps in today and sees what's going on and goes, no, because Mayhem is out of the military, and Mayhem works with service dog handlers and things like that. He also works with active military dog handlers. So he was a good person to call in on top of my friends at the DOJ. So end of the day, boys and girls, if you have a service dog and you want it to be, I want to say this the right way because Karen might go, oh, no, that's what I mean. You cannot take does everybody here understand what a guard dog is? Matt, do you understand what a guard dog is? Let's say guard dog. Okay, you understand guard dog. So we're on that page. Guard dog meaning you step on my property, it's going to eat you. That's a guard dog. The ones that work for high-end protective security details that wear bulletproof vests, that's a guard dog. You cannot take that solely trained animal for that purpose alone and call it a service dog. What I am doing is training my dog in multiple areas, one of which is I can't see the left side of my body or anyone attacking me from it. So that dog's job, which we're working on, this was episode 1, by the way, boys and girls, and I got attacked on it. Imagine when we get down the road. What we are eventually working up to is an attacker cannot take advantage of my blind side. That's what but it will only be done under a verbal command. So the dog will not lunge, it will not break, it will not outlash, it will not snip, snap, or nothing until I tell it to do so. So you are allowed to do that 110%. 110%. But you cannot take a guard dog and go, I want this pit bull that's going to draw blood on anything I say, look at. You can't put that as a service dog because then when you go out in public, if the dog bites somebody, in the day you're responsible. And that part I fully understand, and I always have. Anybody with a dog that walks out your front door is responsible for a dog biting somebody. But a dog that is properly protective trained is least likely to bite someone than a dog with no training. Just saying. So, but yeah, I'm glad they removed that thread. So it saved me a whole lot. Vash says my dog was a guard dog and no one wanted his service. Well, again, that's a guard dog. hold on. I got to back up on the chat. Sorry, guys. I was telling my story. And my favorite beer is an open one. Yeah, I know that about you, Mayhem. You know what I'm gonna do? You heard him say that, right? BC, his favorite is an open one. So we know where I'm sending all that beer I didn't like, right? It's all gonna go to Mayhem's house.
Hey, wait a minute now. That works for good.
BC, have you tried Funky Buddha? Did you hear me, BC?
Waste of beer? No. I've never known you to waste a beer. And me, I never. Like,
I never heard of Funky Buddha.
I feel like this. I'm drinking tonight. Grab me a beer. So I plan to finish this beer tonight. Because I'm at where I'm at. No. So I plan to finish this beer off the barrel. Definitely. This is the first beer that I'm going to drink. That's it. We'll finish it.
Harp beer, one of my favorites. Old Milwaukee Light, my everyday go-to. And I would like see Old Milwaukee Light, like Bud Light, that was my go-to, you know. But then you did the Old Milwaukee too. But then going through, you know, in my 20s was when all of the fads started coming out. You know, like we had Corona came out in my 20s. We had what was the other ones? Oh God, there was a bunch of them. Land Shark was another big one. Tommy Bahama's Land Shark. God, I drank that till I was sick of it. Like literally, the taste just makes me sick. Oh God, there was a bunch of them. Just like when Fireball first came out, and everybody went Fireball crazy. It's funny. I was making Fireball in my liquor still long before that company ever came out. But I was making it with the real Fireball candies. So, yeah, buddy, I'm talking about 115 proof, pure cinnamon, burn your ass. It was good. Who can't you you can't really understand BC? BC, like something's with your mic. Are you getting it too, Matt? He's cutting in and cutting out.
His signal's not the greatest.
Yeah, and now keep in mind it's raining where I am on country internet, so it could be me too. But I've got Matt pretty clear, so at least on my side. So what's been going on with you this week, Big Matt? What do you got going on?
Well, right now, I finally got my reel for my blood gun right now.
Okay, I'm trying to use my earbuds. Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, now you're crystal clear. Yeah, that made a world of difference.
Okay, I can't hear you through my earbuds, but I can still hear though.
Okay. Yeah, that your voice is a whole lot cleaner now.
Yeah, I'll probably stay on here for a few minutes just to chat you up because it's been too long, man.
Yeah, man. I love when you come by and have a beer. You're welcome anytime, man. That's why I asked you, what you drinking tonight? Because that's a nice thing. If you guys don't know BC's beer review, if you want a good place to go check out new beers, my man's all about it. But be aware that some beers you can't get where you live.
Yeah, true. It's like
but you could order. I think you can order them.
Yeah, like this one here. I don't know if you can get this down where you're at, but this is what I'm drinking tonight.
I don't think we have that one.
Okay, well, for everybody else, I'm saying this for everybody. I'm drinking Centennial Hops IPA by Founders.
Nope. I think we're having difficulties over there, so we went to the little screen. Big Matt, what's your favorite beer?
And Corona is my usual go-to.
Now, do you drink Corona with the lime?
No.
Oh, you don't drink it the right way, bro. What are you doing? You got to put the lime in there, put your thumb, turn it upside down, turn it back over, and drink it. Telling you, it'll
Put a
change
little
your
salt on the rim and
see you.
drinking, usually when I'm drinking, I'm out away.
This is what I got right here. Iced tea. Good old iced tea. I had a beer, or actually the wife and I had like 2 buckets at the bowling alley last week. You know, like, man, I ain't felt like this in a long time. I know why I kind of stopped. But I did bowl pretty damn good, though. I'll tell you what, that's the thing I wanted to do is live stream the bowling that when I go there, because, you know, think about it, a blind guy bowling, right? But every time I go, there was a music. I'm like, crap, the damn copyright will kill me.
Man, that sounds like a joke, man, for real.
Yeah.
At one time when a blind man goes bowling, remember that one time when a blind man goes bowling? Yeah, I remember that one time.
Bro, I'm telling you, I had a 180 average for 2 years that I bowled down south when I was younger. And I held that 180 average. Wasn't the greatest. I wasn't worse.
I mean, but when you say, yeah, this is coming from a blind man, you know, sometimes I got to think, yeah, it's coming from a blind man. You think you can do better than him? And sometimes the blind man comes out on top. Sometimes.
Hey, listen, you don't know how many times people would mouth off and we go pay a couple dollars and bowl a game in the middle of the afternoon just to shut people up.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't a joke. It was a joke to us that knew. Like, if I whooped your ass, you became part of the joke. Like, you got it.
Yeah.
But to the people that didn't know, that knew me, you're like, there's no way he can bowl, bro. How the hell can he even see the pins? Like, he can't bowl. There's not, it ain't possible. Well, I got a lot of lunches bought. I got free bowling days paid for. So, you know, I'm telling you, your boy's pretty good. On my first warm-up game, I'm just around 100. Even now, if I bowl right now, I guarantee you I'll be around 100 on the first bowl.
I'll tell you one thing. You ever come up to Michigan, there's at least 3 bowling alleys around me. But you ever come up here?
Public stores. Oh, wow. Hey, so check this out, BC. Funky Buddy is brewed in Oakland Park, which is now where I'm from. It's in all public stores down here. Floridian Top Gun IPA are 2 favorites. So yeah, so that one's available in Florida, and it's actually made down where I'm from. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's like that one from what is that, Cigar City? That I think it was Florida man. It was like, you know, Florida man. I think it's from not Panama, but uh, somewhere in Florida.
I gotta try that. I still haven't found it yet. Hang on, I gotta get the Amber.
I mean, if I can get it up here in Michigan, you should have no problem getting it down there in Florida.
Yeah. Well, see, where I live, I'm limited. Like you and I discussed, I have Publix, I have Harvey's, which is in Dixie, I have Walmart. That's really it. We even went to the big liquor store, and they don't really carry anything in the lines of different beers. So I could probably go to like Gainesville or Jacksonville. Like you're talking about an hour to an hour and a half drive. But what I can do as far as those beers, like Dave was saying, I could just tell Dave next time he comes up here to Denellen, I'll meet up with Dave and I could get those beers from him from South Florida because he's on like an hour or so drive from me.
Yeah,
once he's up here. But yeah, a lot of work for some beer.
yeah. I mean, that's kind of the headache I get when I do my beer review show, man. It's like, oh my God.
You gotta find the beer.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I get that. It's like, okay, BC, you're in Michigan. You should have access to all this beer. Do I? Certain ones, yes, I do. I have access to them. But as far as the rest of them go, not so much. Not so much.
We gotta get you on like a beer of the month club. You need to look at, I'm sure there's gotta be one. There's a damn wine of the month club. So
yeah,
you know,
not only that, but I know there's been guys where they've ordered beers online and it's like 2 beers would be about as much as a 6-pack. Now, I don't know about you, but when I do my show up here, and I'm talking just strictly my show, and I'm not counting like say doing your show or anybody else's show.
Right.
So if I'm doing just my show, I generally have 2 beers on my show. And I'll tell you right now, and a little secret on my channel why I have 2 beers is one beer is the review and the other beer is to make the glass look beautiful or pretty. Okay, and when I say that, I mean that the glass is full of beer. Okay, I don't know about you, but to me, when I see a full glass of beer, that's appealing to me. That's why I always post a full glass of beer on my Instagram or whatever.
Right,
So,
with the head and everything. Yeah, that's a nice touch. So I got like 2 or 3 of them here for you. So all I did was Google beer of the month club. And ironically, you have craft beer club. Then you have beerofthemonthclub.com. And then you have, that's the same one, beerofthemonthclub.com. So, trying to see if there's any more here. Food and wine, beer, best beer subscriptions and boxes of 2023. These are I'm just throwing ideas out there for you, bro. You know, then at least you have 1, 2, or 3 beers guaranteed coming a month that maybe you can't get in your area.
yeah, I mean, I get that, you know, they have them individual beers that I can buy, but generally, if you buy 2 individual beers, it's about as much as a 6-pack. And I was like, dude, for real, come on. I mean, generally, when I buy a beer for a show, it's generally a 6-pack. Now, granted, don't get me wrong, don't take it the wrong way, DJ. Now, if I'm doing my own show, a 6-pack will be just fine on my show. But, you know, it's part of the reason why I kind of took a break. I mean, granted, yes, I was up to 6 shows a week. And yes, That was part of it. And, another part of it is that, I can't afford all these beers. I really can't.
Yeah, trust me. Even the one show, man, my wife and I are like, holy shit, like a 6-pack is like $13.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
not to sound cheap or nothing, but damn, dude, 6 beers, and I'm only going to drink one of the 6. And if they're bad, I'm guaranteed only drinking one of the 6. So
Yeah.
like, I gotta find a way to get onesies, somewhere to get just onesies, and they don't have it here.
Yeah.
Down south, look,
Yeah. I mean, I know I told you what I did. And like I thought, the 6 shows a week, and it was burning me out. And it was like, I can't afford all this beer, man. I really can't. I mean, I enjoy it. And some of them I've already reviewed already. And it was like, it's one of the things. So,
well, what I would do also is reach out to your local breweries that are specifically in your areas and say, hey, would you guys maybe want to collaborate or partner up? I'm doing your beers here regardless. So my idea is for you, maybe you have a seasonal blend that we can feature, or maybe you have like sometimes the brewmasters will have specials on something they created on the side. You never know. But with walking in the door and saying who you are and what you do, you'll never know what the answer is.
yeah. And besides, I mean, on one hand, I know a few guys have been doing this longer than I have. And if I need to, I can reach out to them saying, hey, talk to these guys for me, saying, this, that, whatnot. And, whatever, So, I mean, I've been doing this, almost 3 years now. And it was like, I know guys. I mean, besides you, I know guys. So, not that big of a deal. I mean, I'd much rather know guys and not do nothing than know guys and then nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
More things.
Mm-hmm.
So, but then again, I don't want to say, oh, remember the guy from Florida? He's cool. Why ain't I cool, man? Come on, man. You know what I mean? I'm not going to use it that way, but still, you know what I'm talking about.
Hey, that's just because us cats from Florida are all cool like that.
Yeah, it's like us Midwest guys, man. We're cool like that too, man.
Why do you think the headlines always start with Florida man, Florida woman? You never see nothing in the news, Texas man or Minnesota man. It's always Florida man, Florida woman. Because we're cool like
Florida guy first, but if I need to, I'm gonna start putting in the Hawaiian guy.
Put the shirt on, like, hey brother, everything cool, brother.
If the Hawaiian guy don't work, I'm throwing it in Jamaica. Come on, man. Jamaica be crazy over here.
Oh man. I told Matt the other day, man, he's in Texas. And I told Matt, I said, man, y'all need to turn and fix your state. Y'all Texans, see, Texas is a state it's like I call a sleeper state. Texas is so big. That's number one. Texas has so many people. That's number two. And all of the proper people in the state of Texas all have more than the United States government. So in theory, if you take all of those people and all of those and use them appropriately, Texas should be able to hold the border down the proper way.
Yeah,
that's what I think. I don't think Texas needs help. I think Texas can handle it all by themselves. Big Mac's gonna leave.
Country for how long?
He's gonna put his foot down and go, let's go, Texas. I'm the new governor.
Yeah.
Hey,
but
at least I didn't have a balloon flying over me.
That wasn't me.
They knew better. They knew better than to send that balloon over to Texas. Too many guns.
Oh yeah, they just shot it down and barbecued it. You kidding me? And if they would have flown over Florida, somebody would have hooked it with a line. A Florida man couldn't catch his spy balloon with rod and reel. You know, couldn't retrieve it because a gator ate it.
I could
Oh man,
see that.
the craziness of this week, bro. I'm telling you, just everything. The
I know.
But I'm
craziness.
telling you, the news would have said, or an anaconda ate it.
An anaconda ate it, yeah. Because we have so many of those that they just pop up and eat them. You know, it's like the folks that used to tell me, "Oh, infantry, you live in South Florida. Aren't you afraid of the pythons?" Are you serious?
Why you gonna be afraid of a python?
It's almost
I'd be worried about the rattlesnake y'all got.
What y'all see on TV and what Discovery Channel makes it out to be is not reality. It's not. You walk out your back door and there's a 23-foot python sitting there. That's not the normal. Not.
Man,
You know,
a lot of these guys or individuals that are asking these questions do watch TV, and TV has a tendency of hyping things up.
Oh yeah,
And,
absolutely.
well,
What they don't show you,
I do agree that there is.
the 6 or 7 days they spent to find that one snake, and then another 4 or 5 days before they found their second snake, so that the production company can plant them where they want them and make it look like, oh, we found 2 big snakes right here. They must be breeding.
Yeah.
I mean, guys, really, it's not like that. It is to an extent. It always has been. South Florida is like
problem.
Australia.
I think
it's a problem.
There is a problem with them in the Everglades. The media cracks it out to be.
Correct.
That's like our wild hogs. Yeah, they're not as bad as the media makes them to be.
No, the media up there, like I would think in your state, like especially where you have people flying in choppers, shooting them from choppers, that it's like, you know, terrorism on hog season, you know. But it's not that. It's like Florida too. People think Florida's hog infested. I've been here for 3 years, and I can tell you I ain't found a hog yet, or I had a shot at eating it. So,
well,
things aren't what they make it out to be. The production teams do what they do for a reason. They make you come back and watch Swamp People, and they make you come back and watch Gator Man and Turtle Man and you know, Monkey Man and all these people.
Yeah.
Down Home. Good evening, Down Home. Thank you for coming in. Good to have you. Happy Friday.
Hey, I'm gonna take off, man. I'm gonna say peace out, man.
All right, peace out, brother man. You have a wonderful night and an amazing weekend.
Have a good
one.
All
right, you man, and you take care. And everybody out there in South Florida or wherever you're watching, hey, peace out. You take care. You stay safe, especially in these days. We all gotta stay safe, man. Right, DJ?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You have a great weekend, BC. I hope to see you next week.
Peace out, man. I'll talk to you later.
All right. So then there was B and Big Matt. So, you know, Matt, you're the state like me. No, but actually, we're on a good topic for the two of us because you're in Texas, I'm in Florida. Now, I'm currently in North Florida, but South Florida, where I'm from and raised, has always, like I tell people, South Florida is like Australia. If you know anything about Australia back in the day, it was the place they put things and people nobody wanted. The prisoners, the animals, it was, you know, an isolation, a desolate island. And that makes up the wonderful place that is now Australia. You know, and I say wonderful because I'm sure, like me, many of y'all want to go visit because I want to go to Australia. I just might not come back.
I got
find me one of them. Do you? Oh, you're a lucky guy, bro. I have this problem, and my wife has known it since day one of us ever meeting. I have this thing with certain Australian women that when they speak, it like puts me in a trance. Like, no joke. I could do adult things without ever doing adult things just by her speaking to me. You know, if you catch my drift. That's the way an Australian woman's accent is to me. And my wife's always like, yeah, I'm never letting you go now because you go over there, the one girl says hi to you, you ain't coming back. I'm like, you're probably right.
Yeah.
It's just something about it, you know. It's that accent. It's British women, you know, any other accent in the world don't do it, but an Australian woman's accent is just like, like the siren of the
Well,
seas, you know?
It is. It's uplifting.
Yeah. Yeah. And how everybody, you're their mate. And it's just like everything about them is cheery and uplifting. I think that's the biggest part of what I like about them. They always got that good attitude. But it's just something about that accent, man. I can't, never mind a French accent, an English accent, but you take that Australian accent, and I'm like, hey, you're from Australia. Yeah, I could pick you out of a crowd of 1,000 people.
Yeah. Have you ever been to Texas, like true Texas?
No, I want to.
You need to come over here.
No, I do. I want to. I keep telling y'all, man, if I don't want to say if, because if replies doubt in a plan, and I don't have doubt in this plan. It just when God allows it to happen. I will be traveling to come see everybody. I will. If y'all know anything about being on disability check, the YouTube income and the little side businesses I work with gives me what little money I can buy supplies, plan trips, and things like that. So if y'all need the products, please go through us to get them, because the little tiny bit we get helps to create the channel and get me to the places I need to go. So I'm coming. I just don't know when or how, but I'm going to
come. Because you get talking to one of these Texas women, you're going to be like, oh my God, continent.
Yeah, no, trust me, I love the Southern accent, but in Australian, no, there ain't nothing like it, dude. There ain't nothing like it.
Texas has its own accent.
No, I know that. I know that, but it's just, I don't know how to explain it. If you know anything about frequencies and looking at them on an oscilloscope, which is, a spectral scope, or you guys edit videos. When you look at your waveform of your audio, okay, there's something about the frequency and tones of an Australian woman's, and it's not all of them, because each woman obviously sounds different. It's only certain ones. Like, okay, Sailing La Vagabond. I don't know if anybody watches that channel, but it's two Australian people that for the last 7, 8, 9 years sail around the world on their boat, La Vagabond. And Elena is my dream woman. I would leave if she said, leave your wife now and come with me. I'd be like, bye. You don't gotta say no more. It's that kind of, it's weird. It's just that kind of thing that voice, that tone puts me at a place of like, that's peace, I guess is a way to put it. As the most peaceful place I could be is just listening to you talk. It's crazy. But, anybody else in the chat want to have a comment? Because now I feel kind of stupid saying all this, but
you need to go check out all that fluff and stuff.
Excuse me?
Lives.
Wait, this is a family-friendly channel, Matt. You can't be talking about like, are you for real? Or are you joking? Or that's
seriously.
It's not an adult thing.
All that fluff name.
Okay, all that fluff and stuff.
Australian. She's from Australia, just like lost. I can't say nothing. And it's just.
Yeah, it's something about it. So you know what I'm talking about. Like when they talk, it's like you're fixated on every word that comes out of their damn mouth. And you can't help but sit there and do this. And you're like, yeah. You're gonna
you're taking it to a different level.
Makes me think of the dry bar comedy where the guy says, that's a lovely accent you have. And one responds with, it's not an accent, it's a speech impediment. But see, for me, I'm able to pick and nail accents and dialects very, very well. You guys do got to remember, I hear 10 times what you don't. I smell 10 times what you don't. I taste 10 times what you don't. And I feel 10 times what you don't. So this is where I was trying to put it on a vibratory frequency level, because There are tones that you don't like. There are tones that you like, just like me.
Mhm.
It's based upon frequency and vibration. That's why there's been scientific fact that you can never be sad or pissed off listening to a reggae song, because the frequency vibrations of all reggae music rides within a certain tone level that doesn't allow you to be upset. Bet none of you knew that little science fact. But that's how it works. Everything is in a frequency. So depending on the frequency and tone, I'm sure you all had you walk through the grocery store, you walk through a department store, you smell something, and you have a quick flashback to a memory based upon the smell. Same thing with sounds. You can hear something and have a relapse. Think of people with PTSD. They hear they might think of a gunshot. They might think of an explosion. So the sound and the waves put us in a different place, you know?
Yeah. And that's it, you know. And most of the time when she's talking on her live, she's out in nature and you can hear it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's when it's the best, man. Like I said, it's just something about the Australian accent in women. And I like, it's not that, like, not to say it the wrong way, but I like certain guys too. Like the way that they speak and their tone of their voice is very calming. It's very relaxing. It's very trusting. Like if you were a damn Australian robber and you had the right tone of voice, you don't ever need a damn weapon. You'd never use it because you could just talk your way into stealing your shit. I mean, you know, hey, mate, why don't you come over here and have a little talk with me? Eh? So listen, I'm going to take your money. I'm going to take your car. I'm going to take your woman and I'm going to fence you off that way. You know, why you're going to piss off with the kangaroo. Okay, there you go.
Hey, you can have them Scottish women. They're mean.
Who said Scottish women? Irish and Scottish accents are for me. Oh, Scottish and Irish. Oh, so you like the leprechauns, do you? Oh, they're magically delicious. You touch my lucky charms, I blow your ass to pieces. Yes, sirree, Bob. Oh. And then what was the other one? Scottish? That's what is that? That's the dude from Star Trek. He's from Scotland. What has the Scotland person talk about? The fuck did they talk about in Scotland? I don't even know. Kilts, right? Scotland's got the kilts, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, that was Braveheart. Braveheart is filmed in Scotland, Barney, Scotland, where all of the Barney people live, and all of that. And they take the cabers and they throw the cabers way up in the air while the dilithium crystals are breaking down, and we can't take any more, Captain, because the ship is gonna blow. There you go. There's your Scottish.
Well, and see, and that's is women hurling logs, and I'm like, he could pick me up and throw me like that.
Oh, Scottish and Irish. Yeah. Wolves Den's down with them lucky charms. Boy, he likes chasing the leprechauns over the rainbow. Oh, you touch me pot of gold. Don't, you're never gonna get me pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. No. Oh. And then you've got the French. Do anybody like the French accent? You come over here and I talk to you in the French accent. Les étoiles ont fait moi somber moi.
You sound like Ratatouille.
Ratatouille? I've never seen that movie yet. My kids watch it. I probably do sound like everything is pretty much based on cartoon characters with me. So at some point, and here's a funny story for you. I was building and working at a theme park in South Florida called Wanna-Do City. And I was the director of the radio station, the circus, pretty much anything that had to do with audio and video, the TV station and all that stuff. So this was when SpongeBob either first came out or was real popular. And my stoner friends in the studio were all like, dude, Infantry, have you ever seen this show called SpongeBob? I'm like, no, why would I watch SpongeBob? I don't have kids. They're like,
SpongeBob.
Yeah, bro.
SpongeBob.
You ever seen this? It's great for adults too, man. Like, high people love it. And I'm like, So I started talking to him. I'm like, what the hell is it? Well, the one character, he's a sponge. I'm like, he's a sponge. And like, yeah, and his best friend's a starfish. And I kid you not, and I'm not lying at all. And I'm like, so let me guess, he talks like this. And they're like, dude, that's SpongeBob. You never seen SpongeBob? I'm like, no, dude, I don't know what you're talking about. I've never watched SpongeBob. Well, what do you think Patrick sounds like? Well, Patrick's a starfish, so I'm assuming he's a big, fat, lazy, hi, SpongeBob. There you go. So they're all jaws hit the floor. I'm like, what? They're like, you've never seen SpongeBob. Like, dude, I have never watched SpongeBob. I don't have kids. I have me, my wife, and my dog. We don't watch cartoons, you know? And here are these younger kids like, dude, you do SpongeBob great. Next thing you know, I'm in the radio station. Oh, she found her squeaky. I'm on the radio station ripping up. Hi, everybody. This is SpongeBob. Welcome to Wanna-Do City. You know, and having to do stuff like that. I mean, Mickey Mouse. Oh, right. We're gonna go to Wanna-Do City where kids can do what they want to do. Yeah, that's copyright like an MFer. But I've been doing voices forever. What did Vash say? I bet I'm up there with my feeling sense. I once just couldn't get comfortable on the bed and told my mom. So we lifted the mattress to see, and between the box spring and the mattress was a quarter. Hey, look at that. You're a quarter. The tooth fairy left it for you. I do the same thing with voices when playing old video games. Oh, yeah. Dude, when I was a kid, my mom used to get pissed. We had, if y'all are old like me, you had an Atari or something close to it. Okay, that was like the first video game.
Yes.
Well, in the time of Atari, pew, 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 boo, whoop, boo, whoop, and all that shit. So I started doing Atari sound effects while I'm playing. All right. Well, we had a minor bird. If y'all don't know what a minor bird is basically a tape recorder. If it hears it, it will play back exactly the sound. So the minor bird learned every damn Atari game us kids played. So one day it drove my mom nuts. She literally thought we were home from school when we weren't, in the bedroom playing video games because the bird was going back and forth between video games, changing games, and like my mom's like, oh, the bird drove me nuts. But yeah, that's how it all started, man. Video games. Yep, the old cheesy sound effect.
Forget it open.
What is it?
I'd be forget about it with the cage open.
This man said that was my brother's. I got the Nintendo. Yeah, you're showing your youngness there. Intellivision. Yeah, I didn't have Intellivision. I had. Oh wait, did I have the Intellivision? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. We had the Intellivision. We had the Atari 2600, the Atari 5200, the Atari 7800. We had ColecoVision. That's the one we had. ColecoVision. And then Nintendo, and then I pretty much stopped after Nintendo. That's where I phased out of video games.
See,
and got a life.
I got a Nintendo in, I want to say my senior year of high school. But yeah.
Wow. You're a lot younger than me then. Nintendo, that was like early 90s, I think, or late 80s even. And I tell you what, these kids today have no freaking idea what it is to be a Nintendo engineer at 9, 10 years old, where you have to 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the game will start. They have no clue. They don't know, Matt. They don't know none of that. Got bang on the cartridge, blow on it.
Yep.
Blow inside the machine. Unplug it out, plug it back in, plug it out, plug it back in to reset the thing. Yeah, man, we were engineers back in the day. We were pioneers of video games. You didn't not only know how to play your shit, you know, how to fix it.
Or you had to get a paper towel to go in there and wipe the dust out of it.
Yeah.
You couldn't get it blown. And I'm not that much younger than you.
Well, you had a Nintendo. So
What
if
do
you
you
had a Nintendo, anyone that owned a
in
Nintendo
high school?
had,
My
had
senior
a,
year in high school.
well, you're okay. That would be your senior year in high school, and you had a Nintendo.
And
So that would mean you're older than me by a lot. How old are you, Matt?
45.
Oh, you're 2 years older than me. I'm 43. I'll be 44 in June. So yeah, we're in the right same era. I got this special stuff to clean my cartridge games. Still have the Sega one. Oh, there you go. I had one before I left my dad's house. I still had the original Atari 2600 and 7800 with the games all packaged away, along with a bunch of other stuff. But once my father threw me out and when I came back to the house, there was nothing left. There was nothing left. There was all gone. But
Played the Nintendo until after I got out of high school. It was still original in the original package.
yeah,
Never used one
my
time,
problem
and I sold
now is for all y'all old people that may not know, I don't know. This is a controller today. Look at all these freaking buttons. All that you got to do to play a video game.
My kids have a virtual game.
Oh, the VR?
Yeah.
I can't
Let
do
me
that.
tell you,
That'd make me sick.
It-
I'll throw up.
if your kids get one, you like build a box for them to be in. Because if you
Yeah, they'll put
walk
holes
by
in the
'em,
walls. They'll put fucking the TV will go on the floor. I've seen videos of VR shit gone wrong.
oh, no, it's not on the TV. But I mean, they literally, my son will stand in one spot, but he plays this one. He made my wife black out one night because dogs give the dogs water or something, and he moved his hand down and clunked her right on top.
Yep, you got to clean any cartridge game. If you didn't buy one, you could wrap a knife in paper towel and use a little bit of alcohol or Windex to help clean them. See, what we used to do, my dad was an electronic technician, so we'd either take the air compressor and just done, or like you said, you'd have to use denatured alcohol on those old cartridges, because if not, the regular alcohol, it'll eat the green, and you don't want that. It'll eat the circuit board. So the denatured alcohol, you put on a little cotton swab, and you just on one side, on the other side, grab a dry one, go back over it again, and that's how we did that. But the machine, man, that was, Dad, need to clean it out real quick. All right, you grab those. There you go. Have a good one. It's clean.
Yeah.
It was great back then, man. You had to have a damn degree to play Nintendo. Kids will never know, man. Sega was the same thing. Sega had all the cartridges too. I played Sega. I just never had it. Sonic the Hedgehog, that game.
And my little brother got a PS1, a PlayStation 1, and I'm like, what the heck is that? And then he got me addicted to a dangerous game. It was a hunting game. It was all downhill.
Yeah, yep. I got hooked in the knee.
Yeah, you can keep all these Xboxes and stuff. They don't make sense to me. A big letdown for me, because I was like, that sounds cool. Nope.
Well, here's what I've learned. All right, because I like to game, but I don't like to game with other people, if that makes sense. And the biggest reason of it is I have to look. That's why I was questioning whether or not, like, some of my friends were like, dude, you should do a gaming channel. Well, the problem with a gaming channel is you would never see me, because I have to look so close to the screen to play the game that you would literally see like the top of my head. And that's why I never like playing with other people, is because I literally have to sit up on the screen just to play, And the other side, which always sucked, was the people I played with never played honestly. They'd always look at my screen or my map or something, knowing I couldn't do it to them, and cheat that way. So I just got to a point where I didn't like playing video games with people no more. Like you see right here, this controller right here, this is mine. This hooked to this computer. I play PC. I don't have a console. My kids have PlayStation 3s. There's a Wii in the living room. I like Wii. Wii's fun. Whoever came up with that one, I give them a thumbs up. But I play like racing games. I play Asphalt 8 is one of my favorites. I just got into Fortnite like within the last month or so, which I like Fortnite. It's easier on my eyes to pick out bad guys than the other first-person shooters where everybody blends into everything. So, and that with Fortnite, you don't have the map that shows you where all the bad guys are going to be. So the bad guys don't know where I'm going to be either, which, you know, works good for my advantage. But other than that, man, I just stick with my little couple games. I play my little tokens every night, and that's it. If you guys want to join me on Fortnite, it's DJ Infantry. If you want to join me on Asphalt 8, it's DJ Infantry. And I just bought my son today Minecraft. So it's DJ Infantry on Minecraft as well, which I don't play that. So I haven't played it yet. I don't understand it. You just walk around and build stuff. For the machine itself, we got the cleaning cartridge. I still have the cleaning cartridge for my Genesis. See, that's the bougie people had that stuff. Not to say that in the wrong way, but if you had a cleaning cartridge, your family was bougie, you know? My family could barely afford the Nintendo, so it was take care of it the best you can. GoldenEye was the best first-person shooter in its time. Now, going back to PlayStation 1, what was the name of that game that scared the hell out of me every time I played it? Metal Gear Solid. Y'all remember that game? Anybody in the chat remember Metal Gear Solid? That game, like, just it gave me anxiety playing it because you don't know who's around the corner, who's gonna, you know. And then what was the other one? Was the very first Resident Evil. Y'all remember Resident Evil, right? That game was off the chain back then too. But see, I go back. Let's see who's old enough to remember Wolfenstein. Is anybody in this chat, Matt, are you old enough to remember Wolfenstein?
Yes.
So these kids and their first-person shooter games, they know nothing. We had the first person shooter. Oh God, yeah, Doom. Yeah, I remember it.
On the computer, you know, game every day.
Wow. Dude, I go back to
mom and dad
who remembers what was it?
When my mom and dad came around, I switched it to solitaire.
Who remembers Oregon Trail? Who's that old? Who's ever played Oregon Trail on a 3.5-inch floppy disk? I'm gonna wait to see. Oh, now here's another one for you. I'll jump ahead 10 years. Okay, we're gonna jump ahead 10 years until middle school. Who remembers where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? You remember that one? That was the jam. They even had a damn TV show based upon it. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Yeah, man, I'm telling you. All right, let's see. Hold on, wait. Hold on. We got comments here. GoldenEye. Okay, Terry, what did you play? You played it? Which one did you play? I love Metal Gear Solid 2 at the time. Best game series, in my opinion, on PlayStation and PS2 was the Legacy of Kain series. I never heard of that one. Then again, once I got past PlayStation 1, that was pretty much it. And Xbox One, I played Halo. And I didn't like Halo because everybody kicked my butt. Because I think wasn't Xbox the last console that had... Wasn't Xbox the last one that had split screen? What? What?
What your daughter did.
What? What am I? Oh, she ate toilet paper?
She took the entire thing out of.
Matt, you see this?
She took the entire carrier
Doing with?
toilet paper.
Where's Coyote when you need him? Why the hell are you here? Oh, no, he was shooting rats.
Oh, he's here. He's sending
Did he?
pictures.
I know.
Oh, he didn't even say nothing. See, look, man, if y'all, I love y'all moderators, right? But if you come in, at least let me verify I know you're here, because there's no way to know that. You know, just at least go,
Well, he told
hey, I'm here.
He told you he was going to be here, but he was going to be shooting rats.
Right. Well, I knew he was going to shoot rats. Canoso, what's going on, family? But yeah, he's shooting rats. I remember where in the world is Carmen, San Diego. I got my daughter a hat like hers and realized they look a lot alike. Dude, that show was awesome, man. It really was. It taught you geography. You could figure out, yeah, Wolfenstein. That was the original one, Terry. The original first-person shooter. And if you ain't old, you don't know. It was like, remember Maze? Where you only had so many maze selection? It was like Maze, but it was with wolves and you had to shoot them before they ate you. Yeah. So it sounds like if you played it today, you'd be like, dude, this is cheesy as hell, but I'm going to keep playing it. It's that kind of game, you know? But I'm one of the ones where I bought me one of them Atari throwback consoles and I bought me the little Nintendo throwback console. And I love them things.
My son bought one of the Nintendo ones with his own money, and he started bragging about how good he was getting at Mario Brothers. I'm like, you got to play that game? He thought there was only 3 levels.
Oh, God, no.
First one.
God, no. If anybody remembers Mario when it came out, y'all remember the chase after that damn princess. And
Yes.
Princess Toadstool with her fancy little butt sitting up on her and throwing at the end. You know? We all went after that Toadstool. Days and days and days. For FPS, Halo changed the world. I became a Halo fanatic until after Halo 4. Okay, well, let me see if somebody can answer this on the Xbox people. Was Xbox, the original Xbox, the last console to offer split screen player versus player? Or was it Xbox 2? Because at some point they ended split screen dual player. And that's when I was still playing, because that's one thing I hated was you're on the top, I'm on the bottom, but you can see my screen and cheat like hell, whereas I can't because I'm busy watching my screen. And I never liked that split screen stuff. I still have Mario 1 through 3. The music still gets my mom. I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you. I love Mario, bro. Man, that's classic music. Y'all don't know that, and you didn't spend enough time in front of the TV when you were a kid. Now, we didn't have no fancy rap music or dances or none of that like these guys do now. We had just, what was it, like 8-bit audio, 4-bit audio or some crap like that. I mean, legit, your tones, if you were a fighter jet and you're fighting someone, your tones were when you shoot a missiles. It wasn't no cool sound effects. We had it was made on a Suzuki keyboard. Unique prepping. What's going on, Zaki? Hey guys, the link is there at the top of the chat if y'all want to come and hang out with me and Big Matt. We're just basically kicking it tonight. No plan, no nothing. Been talking about video games. We've been talking about pretty much anything that pops up. Halo 1 through 4, including Reach, allowed split screen, which is why I won't buy Halo 5. I can't play the campaign together with my kid. Okay. And see, that's what I don't like about a lot of these games now is the way that they've gone. In that, like, some of the ones that I play, like Apex Legends, I play, but I can only play the online player versus player. There's no, you can't play the campaign unless you buy the game. It's fun to play player versus player, but then you get into them matches where you know good and well when all the good people are online and you're not one of the good people. So, you know, I never liked that part of it, but I still play it. I still suck and have my days where we're like, why the hell do I even bother playing this? And to be honest, I play games to exercise my eyeball, to keep my eyeball following on fast moving objects. You know, they have new versions of Wolfenstein on Nintendo. Again, yeah, I mean, I know there's new ones, but that's why I said, who is old enough to remember Wolfenstein? Like, you just don't hear that name anymore. Or at least I don't. But I'm not in the game world. I bet if you ask my nephew's all about the gamer life. He'd know in a heartbeat. He's the one I call when I get stuck. Nephew, Geek Squad, come here. What do I got to do? I almost called him today, try to figure out how to buy Minecraft. Because when you go there and you buy Minecraft, there's like different versions of Minecraft ranging from $49.99 to $19.99. What the hell the difference is, I couldn't tell you. So I literally have my 6-year-old standing next to me going, all right, which is the one that you want? Dad, it's that one right there, the Java and this one. Okay, you sure that's the one you want? Yeah, Dad, that's the one I watch on YouTube all the time. That's the one you want. All right, you sure? Because once I buy it, we can't go get another one. All right, and I can't return it. So that's what, thank God it was the right one. Otherwise, I've been like, nephew, what the hell game does this kid want? There's 3 of them to pick from, and I don't know which one to pick. So, dude, if you don't go to bed and stop dadding in secret, go to bed. Goodbye. Okay, I know. There's always something that keeps you up at night. You guys wonder why I don't live stream earlier in the day. This is why. My kid is literally like 10:30 at night trying to stay awake for no reason other than to just be a kid, you know. Infantry friends. Hi, Peter North. Okay. So wait a minute. Now, this one came up in a chat I seen the other day. Do you see this one, Matt? This recent chat.
Good looking.
Okay, I've seen. Yeah, good looking honky. Peter North here, old adult film star, retired. Great stream tonight. Now, Peter, if that is you, I'm not saying it's not, because you never know. I'm one that always preaches you never know who's on the other side of that glass. I can tell you I've watched your stuff. That much I know. I know your name. I know more part about you than I should have. But if that is really you, man, awesome. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you really do come in more often. I hope it is really you. Because, yeah, I've been in that world before. A few times. Secrets y'all don't know about infantry. You ever seen that movie? What was it? Ricky Bobby, Talladega Nights. I never told you I did a photo shoot as Mike Honcho, a full spread. I spread my cheeks as Mike Honcho. I want you to know that. Nobody's seen Talladega Nights, really? Come on, guys.
Yes.
Okay, I was gonna say y'all gotta do better than that.
First, you're last.
Damn right. You ain't first, you're last. You don't make it to the finish line, crash it. I got an old laptop with a broken screen that I was able to get working on my TV. I was super pumped to get StarCraft. Oh, I haven't heard that one in a long time. And Lord of the Rings Online. They just I was looking at the Lord of the Rings one. I was actually just looking. They advertised me one today for a Hogwarts game. May sound nerdy, but again, I like magic, so I might look into that Hogwarts game. Haha, Peter North, funny. Hey, you never know, man. Infantry, adult film stars, chat also. Buddy, I laugh out loud. Thanks, Peter. Hey, listen, I'm not saying that you don't. Not in you heard what I said to you, sir. I am a person that has learned in my 20 plus years on both sides of the camera. You never know who is on the other side of that screen. So if it is you, sir, I am honored to have you. Thank you very much. Watched much of your work. I'm jealous of some of the girls you've been with, but hey, life goes on. Good to have you, my friend. Hope you subscribe, become part of the family. What kind of video games did you play in your days? And thank you for the great stream. I appreciate it. I'm sorry for those who don't know me. I just say I can shoot a bird off a tree branch nude. Thanks, Peter North. Well, there's not very many ladies in here, so the outdoors channels, unless you're in a bikini, they don't tend to gravitate towards the women too much. Would you agree there, Big Matt? We got to fix that. We got to put Big Matt in a bikini.
A few of them. No.
We got to put Big Matt in a bikini and holding a shotgun and a fishing rod, and that's going to draw him in. He's going to get that look on his face like, hey, ladies. And I'm telling you, it's going to bring them all into the community. Watch.
Yeah.
No.
Better luck getting Coyote to wear a pink thong.
Oh, yeah, there you go. I'll get you and Coyote. That'll be the cover. One of you can hold the gun. One of you can hold the fishing rod and just do that, outdoorsman-y, like lumberjack pose that the ladies like. And it's done deal. I'm telling you. Fantasy magic like Lord of the Rings is fine with me. But Hogwarts is one that crosses into promotion of the occult. I never go that far into it, Bash. So please don't take anything I say after this point as bad. But I just like Hogwarts and Harry Potter because it's magic. I'm a big kid when it comes to magic. I have a box in my closet put away that probably has over $1,000 worth of magic tricks in it. Legit magic tricks. It's just something I've always loved, especially the fact that for the one time that a magician is performing, you and I, meaning you people at home and myself being blind, are basically on the same level, because unless you know what to look for, you can't see the trick either. So we're both mesmerized by something we can't see. And I always found that amazing. The tricks that I've got when I used to go at the radio station, I pull tricks on the guys at work all the time. Hey, you see this coin? Watch, I'm going to turn this coin into a different coin. I'll take the coin, I'll go, now watch. Once, twice, poof, and it turned into a quarter right in front of your eyes. And I'm like, how the hell did you do that? It's amazing. Or card tricks or anything. I love it, man. But again, for me, take all of the occult, it's just kid magic to me. I'm a kid at heart when it comes to that. So magic wands. I actually want to go to, I hate Disney theme parks. I will not go to a Disney theme park because they ban smoking within all of their parks. I am a vape smoker, whatever you want to call it. If I have to exit the theme park to go have a puff, to go back into the theme park, ain't happening. But I would love to go to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter's just once and buy me a wand. That's on my to-do list. So, but who the hell is going to pay $90 to go into a theme park and then another $90 probably for the wand and then leave? Because, if you're going to stay, you can't smoke. I give my business to all the other theme parks.
Without smoke.
Huh?
How do they do the magic without smoke?
I don't know. No, they can smoke. You just can't. See, that's where the hypocritical thing comes into. They can blow fog machines all over the theme park, but I can't blow my little one. And then the other side of it too is, since the day I started one of these, I started this because for the simple fact, this is not smoking. There is no ignition. There is no fire. You need to have fire in order to have smoke. Vaping is actually, it's cold. I don't know how to explain it to you. if you've never done it. But the smoke literally is ice cold. To say that you can't vape where you can't smoke or where you can smoke is unfair, because people like me got into vaping to get away from the smoking. It doesn't stink. It doesn't stick. It doesn't, none of that. And you're in a damn theme park that's outside.
Yeah.
Let's think about this, people. I'm not in a line. I'm not, none of that. I'm outside walking down the road or the theme, whatever you want to call the things, and I can't smoke or vape. No. They used to have it where the 4 farthest corners of the theme park were designated to smoking areas. That was the last time I went to Disney World. And that made it bad because those last 4 corners weren't even near the damn bar. So if you wanted to get it a drink, forget it if you like alcohol. If you like alcohol and you're a smoker, you're going to hate Disney World. Because you can't smoke, but you can drink. And you know if you drink, you're going to want to smoke. So it's just bad time all around. Trick magic cards and stuff is fine. I had a deck. Magic, the trading cards is also fine. It's things like I don't do Ouija boards. Tarot cards I don't mess with. Crosses align with, and you see, I've been around a lot of what you just, okay. The Ouija board's been around forever. All right. I'm a person where obviously I am a God-believing Christian. I follow God's path, but I still have my curiosities. Like I watch my paranormal videos, my ghost videos. I've always been into that stuff because as a person with a disability, I feel things that you can't explain sometimes. I know there's things that you can't see. I can't see. I can't explain them to you, but I know they're there. I can point them out to you. I can sense them. It's weird. But I always tell my boys when I'm watching, they're like, Dad, why do you watch these scary videos? You know, Slender Man's going to come get you and Pennywise is going to come get you. Well, here's the thing. I'm watching these videos, but I'm not the one looking for that, if it makes sense. The person I'm watching in the video is the one looking for it. I don't go out looking for bad things. I don't go out looking for a demon that did this and did that. I don't go looking to speak to the demon. I'm going to watch you do it because I don't mind, you know, you're in a train wreck. Hey, go, you enjoy that train wreck. I'm going to sit and watch and go, yeah, I see what he did. Them Ouija boards, man, that's... Matt, you ever mess with a Ouija board? Ever in your life? No. Have you ever seen one in real life?
I've seen one.
I've never even seen one in real life. What was the other thing you were saying here? Ouija boards, tarot cards. Okay, tarot cards. Living in South Florida, tarot cards is mostly what I've always grown up is a not United States person's thing. Tarot cards usually is someone from the Eastern, like Europe, European tarot card readers, gypsies. The gypsies would read you the tarot. Then working with the Caribbean, you have the Obia man, and the Ouija and the black magic and the black, what the hell is he called? The voodoo doctor. The Haitian people are real big into voodoo. So I've always liked to know about it, but I'm not the one to go look for it. I'm not going to go because Big Matt said there's a devil that lives underneath that bridge. I'm not going to go look for it. I'm going to wait till somebody else goes and see what happens. Because you're not attaching to me. You're not coming into my house. No. Matt, you believe in ghosts or paranormal or stuff nobody can see?
Well, how else do you explain the stuff that happens that you can't?
Exactly. Well, some of it you can explain, especially nowadays, because everybody's trying too hard. You can tell a lens flare. You can tell a lighting issue. You can tell there was a string, even though you can't see it. I mean, dude, who the hell can't go buy 3-pound monofilament, crystal clear fishing line that looks like nothing and make a video? No, I'm talking about the stuff that when you look at it, you're like, what? For real? And I'm not even talking about stuff I watch. I'm talking about stuff I've experienced in my life. We had a ghost in our house. My mom used to call him George. George, dude, if you left the damn the bedroom doors open, he closed them. He never liked bedroom doors open. If you weren't in the bedroom and you left, you didn't close the door, George closed the damn door for you. That's pretty much all he really did. He just didn't like doors being open. But for my entire childhood into an adult, that's how it went. You left the door open, George would close it for you. Didn't matter what door it was.
You Bigfoot?
What, Bigfoot? Dude, you kidding me? I'm in Florida. We call him. We got him a skunk ape. We got his cousin a skunk ape.
Got the skunk ape.
Yeah.
They say those. But
yeah, no, I've been in the swamp and been around skunk apes. You could never see them, but you know they're there. You hear them and you smell them. But there's all kinds of stuff people don't know about. And if you think you know, you have no idea. That's the crazy part.
But I mean, explain it. You're out in the middle of nowhere. Nobody's around you. And then all of a sudden you start a thump. Or you have rocks. Somebody's chunking rocks.
Somebody's chucking rocks at you. Yeah.
I mean,
Yep. Or how about you're sitting in a tree stand waiting on that deer to walk by and you hear something coming and you pull up your rifle and at the end of your rifle barrel ain't a deer. You can't tell what the hell it is, but it ain't a deer because it's way too big and it's walking like an upright person and you can't explain shit. Guess what you just saw? That's Bigfoot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and it doesn't matter how many people, whether it's real or not, we don't know. It's the unknown. Can't prove it because pictures can be doctored.
Well, that and anybody that tries to prove it, the government's going to shut it down anyway. You'll never get it out. It'll be suppressed immediately. Because, and I'm not 100% on this. I'm not. But I'm very, very, very like 80, 90% sure when I say this. I believe Sasquatch or Bigfoot is legit on the endangered species list. So if it does not exist, how can it be on an endangered species list? Think about that.
Yeah, but how do you say it's on the endangered species?
Because it's on there.
You don't know how many there is.
Right. Well, that's true. That's very true. I mean, endangered basically means one or a few. There's only a few remaining. So they may not even know how many. That there could be thousands and we don't know. They could be living underground. We don't know nothing. We know more about what's up Donald Trump's butthole than we know about what's going on our planet.
Exactly.
And I'm not kidding you when I say this, and I'm not sugarcoating it either. We know more about stupid issues like the Kardashians' next hairstyle, but we don't know a damn thing about what's 10 feet under the water in the ocean. Think about it. You don't know. You have no idea. There's so much of this world that is not populated by people. And the parts that are, look how many new things they're discovering every day. There's new discoveries every day because we aren't the only thing here. We never have been. You just keep telling people we are.
They say lionfish are an invasive fish for Florida area. How do you know that? They migrate. They're in salt water. They can swim across that ocean.
For all you know, they've been there the whole time. You just didn't look. And that's the crazy part. The majority of our planet is covered by the ocean, but yet we've only explored, I think they had said it's like 12% of the world's ocean. 12%. Now, boys and girls, I don't know if you've ever been to a pizza pie place, but 12% of a pizza, you're still hungry. That's like a sliver, 12%. It's not even a slice. And that's how little we know. Same thing about our forests. Same thing about, go on YouTube. One of my favorite things is to listen to the park ranger stories. The people that work in park rangers like Yellowstone and the national parks. And here's some of the weird things they've encountered. The stories bring hairs on the back of my neck. So, I'm not saying it ain't out there. I'm not saying it is out there. I'm just saying what you just presented to me, I can't explain.
Exactly.
Can't explain it. And if everything is in fact energy, like we say, energy can never be eliminated. It can only be transformed into other forms of energy. So us as a people in this solid state, when we pass on, what form of energy do we turn into? Nobody knows. You don't know. That's if you want to go on that scientific everything is energy theory, which makes sense because we are all energy in some way. We are all motion, energy in motion. So, even wood, like your table actually is vibrating. You just don't know it. Everything's moving because it's
That
energy.
explains the reason why my Coke's always shook up.
Yeah, there you go. Spirits do exist. They're demons. Don't know if a Bigfoot is about spiritual things or animal things, but probably a mix has made the reports. Well, see, I don't believe all ghosts are demons. I don't believe that. I do believe, like everything else, there's good and there's bad. Because George, the spirit we had, was never evil. It never did anything but close doors. Other encounters I've had were not, what's the right word for it? Vengeful would be like the spirit wasn't out to do nothing. It was just doing its thing,
Yeah.
I do believe there are demonic spirits. I do believe they are the ones 9 times out of 10 telling you I'm a child. I can't find my mommy. Those are the ones when I started listening to the investigators and they have that little box. I love that little box that talks for the ghosts. That's my favorite jam of the whole investigation. When they turn on that little box and it goes, I'm behind you. What the hell? Are you serious? Like these boys, Twin Paranormal is one of my favorite channels. Whether or not it's real or not, you call me a skeptic, call me, whatever. I like their channel. I like the way they do it, their investigation. But that damn little talk box of theirs, while most investigators get a word, these boys are getting sentences. I was murdered. I'm behind you. The bad man lives here. I mean, it's like, whoa, okay. Now, I get that the device could be somebody off in the car typing in what it say. I understand that. But either way, everybody uses a talk box. But the way they do it, it's like, wow. How can this not be real? It probably is for you two, but how can it not be real?
Spirit stuff touch back on my Native American ancestors, spirits.
Oh yeah, the Native Americans highly believed in the spirits. But as far as like you say, I don't think they're all demons. I don't.
No.
I really don't. If it did, then you would have a lot more. We would know more about ghosts. If all of the ghosts and ghost encounters were demonic in nature, I think we would know more. It was like there would be for sure more evidence. Because they say that when you die, if you have unfinished business, which means if your heart tells you that you could never leave your child because your heart tells you you have to protect that person, that's going to be you're not dying in peace. You're dying with a thought in your brain that is going to keep you here until you are pleased that that thought in your brain is okay, if that makes sense. So if you don't die essentially peacefully with without any concerns, then you should pass right on. But if you don't, you're going to be stuck here until you're able to work out your problem. Call me crazy, but every TV show I've ever seen, that's how it goes. And it makes sense. If you die with a heavy conscience, you're going to be stuck here until you clean your conscience. I can relate to that. I got kids. I die. My biggest fear is going to be, are they going to be okay? They going to manage without me? But it's not going to keep me grounded to this platform or this plane. When I go, well, look, I'm going to tell my kids, hey, I love you, man. I put my years of work in. It's time for retirement, baby. I'm going home. I got my change in my pocket for the bus ride home to Jesus. But that's the only thing I can think of, for the story of ghosts. Demons, that's a whole nother world, dude. You got a whole nother can. The Obia man, the Voodoo man, the Baba Yaga, there's so much of it. And then you got the satanic cults and all that crap. Crazy stuff. But at the end of the day, I just like magic. I like tricks. Make fire appear when there was no fire. Make, bubble gum appear out of a kid's ear and put smiles on people's faces. Pretty sure the Bible puts it as we are asleep in Christ or not until the judgment. Demons want to get people to try to reach them. I know so many who got into the occult because of those shows. Yeah, and see, that's the other thing. That's why you hear me say, I'm perfectly content watching this guy. But you're not going to find me speaking to a spirit, acknowledging a sound I've heard in my home, bringing in, I even have an issue. My wife will tell you, I have a problem going to thrift stores and buying furniture or things from thrift or secondhand because you don't know what's attached to that item. As crazy as that is to say, that's just something I've always been about, is that I have I feel what you don't. So each item has a feeling to it. It's its own feel. And some things just don't feel right, I'm always hesitant about that because you never know. You could bring in your granddaddy's clock, his old grandfather clock, and you put it in the living room. Next thing you know, things are falling off the shelf and doors are opening and closing by themselves. And you're wondering where
cigars.
Yeah, or you start smelling grandpa's cigar that you ain't smelled in 40 years. Like, grandpa's here? No. Can't. I don't even smoke cigars. Trust me, Vash, I'm all with you on that. I'm a believer 110% in the whatever's next or whatever comes afterwards or whatever you want to call it. There's something there. There's something there. And the ones that freak me out are, have you seen the ones where the entity, demon, whatever you might, I know Vash is going to go right for demon on this one. But whenever you see like the person will be standing there and the next thing they just get like knocked to the floor, like Mike Tyson just punched them and they just went straight to the ground out of nowhere and nobody's around them. Nothing happened. You hear the air leave their body and everything. Those are the ones where I'm like, yo, that's not good. Like that's definitely, I'll go with Vash and say demon on that one. That's not no little kid who's trying to find mommy. That's, I want to hurt you. The idea of staying behind is unbiblical. I love the tricks too. I know many, and my kid knows some too. Magic tricks are awesome, man. Magicians are awesome. To be able to fool. And nowadays, see, the thing I don't like is nowadays you have all the debunking and people just ruining the simplicity of magic. Because if you're a person that likes magic, it's not just the magic that makes it magic. It's what went into making the magic. If you want to go that route, you want to learn the trick, then you're going to sit there and go, It may seem stupid to other people, but if I want to hide this bottle inside of this vape, how can I do it so that you don't know anything? It takes a lot to come up with a magic trick. Granted, card tricks, 9 times out of 10, it's a mathematical equation involved in it, and most people can do it. But when it comes into like, here's 3 boxes, they're all empty, and all of a sudden now 3 boxes have chickens in them. How the hell you think they hid the chicken? That takes some thought. That takes some creativity.
Yeah.
And then the chicken turns into a lion. Well, the lion eats the chicken. So how do you put you can't put the lion with the chicken? It comes like that. Remember that old riddle? You got a wolf, you got a chicken, and you got a sheep, and you have a boat. And there's only you by yourself. And you have to get all 3 animals from one side of the river to the other. How do you do it? So it's one of them things. How the hell did he do it? Because you can't put the chicken with the lion will eat the chicken. So, and how the hell do you put a lion in a box that's too small for the lion? You got to give credit where credit's due, guys. Make fire come out of the palm of your hand where there was nothing there a minute ago and there's nothing there now. That's cool. It's science, but it's cool, you know? Like I say, I was watching Penn and Teller Fullest right before I jumped on here. And if you can fool Penn and Teller, boy, I'm sticking with the raw demons. Well, you know, Vash, my mom always told me, I always like to look for the good in people, even the bad people. You know, I could be wrong. We could all be wrong. We never know. That's the thing.
All right, infantry. I'm gonna hop off in the chat.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna wrap
But
up here in probably another couple minutes myself too, because it's coming up on 11 now.
All right.
All right, Big Matt. Appreciate you, brother. You have a good night.
You too.
All right, everybody. Make sure you check out Outdoors with Big Matt. I like to solve it and know how it works. There's always new generation to show the same trick too. Most of mine were sleight of hand. I got into it a lot after I was on stage in an act as a kid. Dude, magic, like I'm telling you, see, magic is awesome. The sleight of hand and all of that stuff. And again, if you just look at leave it at what it is, the innocence of magic, it's awesome. It's amazing. Any good thing can be taken a bad way. Any good thing can be ruined by a bad apple. But as long as, like I said, you look at it like I do as a child, as a kid, that's amazed watching this man float a dollar bill in the middle of a street. It blows your mind. It's like, wow, how did he do that? I would like to come up with a trick. This is going to take a lot of thought if I ever do it. And I'd like to take it to Penn and Teller. But I would like to do a trick based upon being blind. Magic from a blind person's perspective, so to speak. If I can ever figure out what that trick would be, I think it would be amazing. But it might come to me. You never know. You may see your boy on Penn and Teller Foolish. Oh man, I loved watching the guys who could pickpockets like it was. Yeah, and that's it. The pickpockets, the slide your Rolex off your wrist and you don't even know it's gone. Or how magicians can place items on you without you even knowing they did it. It's just really neat, man. Like the whole concept of it, it's magical, you know? Especially if you don't know how it's done. And then you're like, wow, man, how did he do that? I've spent days and weeks just sitting there going, pondering on how did he watching fool us? How the hell did he do that? That was really cool. But anywho's, we're going to call it quits for the night, guys. I thank you all for coming in and hanging out. If you're new and not subscribed, please subscribe because we would love to have you as part of our infantry. And like I said, give us a thumbs up. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, write to me at infantryoutdoors@yahoo.com. Be sure to go over, check out the website, infantryoutdoors.com. Got a lot of cool things coming up. And a lot of fun stuff as well. Now, there will not be a service dog Saturday tomorrow. That project is actually going to be put on hold for a week or so. Nothing to do with what happened. Completely different situation. But thank you to everybody that did help out with last week's service dog incident and the craziness that came out of that. But yeah, it is what it is. Move on. Life, love, and move on. You know, don't be mad. Don't be sad. Just keep on moving on. But anywho, guys, thank you so much for being here tonight. We'll be back with you Friday. New Trapping Tuesday will be out this Tuesday. Make sure you guys keep a lookout for that. Lots of things happening on the Blind Trap Line. And other than that, as always, I hope that this and all my adventures inspires you to get outdoors until we meet again on a live stream or somewhere in between. I'm the Infantry saying, have an amazing weekend, everybody.
Welcome everyone to my channel. They call me Mayhem, a nickname I was given in the Army where I honorably served for 8 years. When I joined, I swore an oath, and though I hung up my uniform a while ago, my oath still remains. I'm still dedicated to God, family, and country. The purpose of this channel is to teach you what I know and prepare you for what may come. I will not sell you fear, but will inspire hope. We'll focus on what we can control and accept the things we can't. I invite you all on this journey. So pull up a chair, get comfortable because class is in session. It's time to prepare for Tactical Mayhem.
In today's world of technology, supply shortages, fuel shortages, and war, now more than ever is the time to prepare. Throughout human history, over 1 billion people have died from disease that would have been cured by everyday antibiotics. Over 99% of Americans do not have a supply of emergency antibiotics. Over 98% of antibiotics are produced overseas. The chance that that antibiotic supply chain could be interrupted at some point is 100%. If that were to happen, experts predict that local pharmacies would run out of antibiotics in a few weeks. The time to prepare is now. Every home needs to purchase a Jace case. If we got your attention, visit our website today at jacemedical.com/Infantry Outdoors. Be sure to use promo code Infantry10 for 10% off your order. Be prepared with Jace Case.
This Infantry Outdoors live stream was brought to you in part by Water Purification Products, providing the complete package for all your purifying needs, including sales, installation, and services. They're fully licensed and insured. Visit them at waterpurificationproducts.com or call 954-979-5066 for pure water at your fingertips. And Mayhem Studios for all your multimedia needs. Don't give your business or organization a professional look to include videos and logos. Contact them at mayhemstudios@yahoo.com or call 479-322-0700. Add a little mayhem to your media. In association with ZW Designs. Need a website or app for your business? ZW Design has you covered. They'll get you looking professional in no time at affordable rates. Visit them at zwdesigns-agency.com or call 970-759-2739.